Hey everyone, what is going on? And welcome back to another meta guide. So we have two metas beginning, the Open Master League as well as the Master League Premier Cup. And we'll be talking about the Master League Premier Cup in another video, the next video. But both of these leagues begin Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So for the Open Master League, we've had this before this season. And yeah, I mean, it's just that. You can use any Pokemon you want up to level 50. It is expensive. I don't have the XLs for pretty much most, if not all, of these legendaries. But still, if you do, you could play this league if you've rated for them. More power to you. But let's go ahead and dive right into it and see what we got going on for us. So for the S-Rank, Lugia, definitely very tanky at level 50. Going to be one of the best Pokemon. One of the best save swaps, if not the best save swap in my opinion. Most trainers, from what I've experienced, well, not from what I've experienced, but from what I've watched, use Lugia as a save swap, great save swap option. Then we have Giratina Ulted, really tanky, just such a strong pick all around. It could take hits for days. Then we have Dragonite. Dragonite is another great one for sure, right? We have Kyurem. So Kyurem received Glaciate this season, so that makes Kyurem a top contender in this meta for sure, right? Then we have Solgaleo. Now Solgaleo, you can only get one of them, so it might be a little bit difficult to get it to level 50, but it's not impossible. I have a friend who has over 300 XL rare candies saved up, so you know, if they wanted to, they could invest in this Solgaleo. In his Solgaleo, he's not going to because he doesn't have a good one, but I'm just saying it is possible to have it. Then we have Zacian. Zacian is good. It has Snull and Quick Attack. I mean, it's just all the moves are just so good for Zacian, no doubt about it. So that's going to be the S rank. For the A rank, we do have Meloetta. Meloetta is another mythical Pokemon, so we only got one of them, so it's going to be difficult to get those XL candies, but again, you can have them stored up, so it is possible. But it's really tanky. It's a normal and psychic type, so really strong. Actually, I battled one in the Master League Classic when that was a thing, and I lost to it. It was tough to deal with. For me, but a really tanky Pokemon, really strong Pokemon. Then we have Mewtwo. Mewtwo's definitely been strong time and time again since the beginning, right? Mewtwo, really frail, but still really powerful. Then we have Groudon. Groudon, another strong Pokemon with Dragon Tail and Mudshot. If you go with Dragon Tail, it is going to be able to hit the Dragon type Pokemon like Dragonite, or the Dragon Flying types like Dragonite, for example, right? Because if you're running Mudshot, the charge moves don't do anything to Dragonite, but Dragon Tail does have coverage for that Dragonite. Same with Giratina, I guess. Next up, we do have Giratina Origin Form, so really strong Pokemon. This one is less tanky than the Ultimate form, but it does more damage. Shadow Ball is really strong. It's just basically walled by normal types unless if you run Dragon Pulse, so keep that in mind, but it is a really strong Pokemon. I'm close to having enough to max out one Giratina. I have 200 some XLs. So then we have Dialga. Dialga is a really strong Pokemon. Of course, it's been strong since the beginning with Dragon Breath. Really strong Pokemon. Then we have Yveltal, yet another popular pick. Yveltal kind of struggled against Charm users, but with the nerf to Charm, I feel like it's going to see more play now, this season and beyond, but it's still, yeah, really powerful Pokemon. Then moving on, we have the B rank. We have another Dragon type. We have Zekrom for you. So Zekrom, another Dragon Breath user. Of course, Wild Charge, Crunch. It also has its move. I think the signature move now is called Fusion Bolt. Is that what it is? I think it is. But yeah, I mean, powerful move, powerful Pokemon. Then we have Xerneas. So Xerneas saw no play seasons ago, but now that Tackle got a buff, it does have play in the Master League. So very cool to see Xerneas in this meta as well. Really cool Pokemon. It deserves to be good because it's a powerful legendary Pokemon. Then we have Ho-Oh. So Ho-Oh with that Incinerate, with that Sacred Fire, with that Brave Bird. And it's so tanky, it can take hits for days, and it hits really hard as well. Then we have Palkia. So Palkia, I have battled in the Master Classic. I've seen Palkia quite a few times with Dragon Tail, Aqua Tail. Really spammy, right? It could also have Fire Blast or Draco Meteor. I think the preferred moveset is probably Draco Meteor, Aqua Tail. But I've seen Fire Blast ones as well. Metagross, another great one. It's seen a lot in the Master Premier Cup, but it's also really good in the Open Master League at level 50. Then we have Zarude. Zarude, yet another mythical. Another difficult one to get to level 50, but not impossible if you have a lot of XL rare candies saved up. Who knows, maybe they'll bring some of these mythicals like Zarude into elite raids, and then you can get XL candy that way. So that's going to be the SA and B tier for you. Let's go ahead and move on to the other options. We have some good Pokemon here. We have Gyarados, again, another Pokemon mainly seen in the Master Premier Cup, but it's also really good or not really good, it's decent in the Open Master League. We have better options, but it's not terrible. We have a couple Landorus Pokemon, Landorus Therian form, Landorus Incarnate form. I think most of the time we see the Therian form, which is really good. Incarnate form occasionally, but both of them pretty good Pokemon. Not the bulkiest Pokemon in the world, right? But still, very powerful, especially that Therian form. Because it could hit like a truck with superpower against the steel types, right? It's got really good coverage. Then we have Snorlax. Snorlax is always good. If you happen to have a Shadow Snorlax, more power to you. But Snorlax in general is really strong. Always a great safe swap. We have Buzzwole. Buzzwole is yet another one. It is an Ultra Beast, and it is a powerful pick with that counter and that lunge. We have Garchomp. So Garchomp looking pretty good in this meta. Decent. It's another Pokemon that's mainly seen in the Premier Cup, but Garchomp, I've seen this in the Master League Classic. This is the Open Master League. Generally speaking, it's the same thing, but you get what I'm saying. A pretty powerful Dragon type. We have better ones like Kyurem, like Dialga, Dragonite. So Garchomp maybe won't see too much play because of the other better Dragon types, but it's not terrible, especially if you don't have the Exo Candy for some of the legendaries. This could be a good Pokemon to use. Then we have Kyogre. So Kyogre does pretty well against some Pokemon like the Excadrill, like the Groudon, obviously, right? The ground types, even against the Metagross. Metagross is a steel type, but Kyogre is resisting steel attacks. It does have to watch out for the dragon types, but no, looking pretty good. Then we have Mamoswine. Mamoswine, another pretty interesting pick. Togekiss, probably the best Charm user, and probably the one you will see. If you happen to battle a Charm using, you probably will see Togekiss. Then we have Excadrill. Excadrill is a great Pokemon, doing well against the popular Dialga, doing well against, even Kyurem, super effective with that Rock Slide, right, against Metagross, against Ho-Oh with the Rock Slide. It hits. It has Lugia as well. It has Rock Slide and Drill Run. It's a great Pokemon. It is pretty frail in the Master League, but it's really good. Then we have another dragon, kommo-o. I don't think it's as good in this league as some of the other dragons, but you might see it here and there. Florges is another one for the Premier Cup, but still decent if you're looking for a non-Charm user Fairy type outside of Xerneas or Zacian, because those are legendaries that take a lot of XL candy. But yeah, that's going to be the Master League. Let's go ahead and dive right into the solid team options. The first team going to be a team, I believe, though Technical created, if I'm not mistaken, seasons ago, but it still is a strong team. It's going to be Palkia in the lead with that Dragon Tail, then Metagross and Zacian in the back. So I think this is a powerful team. Zacian is a great safe swap, right? Very powerful Pokemon. The backline kind of going to struggle against Solgaleo. I don't think you'll see many Solgaleos because, again, going to be difficult to get it to level 50 as of right now until more Cosmog become a thing. But, Palkia can handle Solgaleo anyway. Looking like a pretty strong team. And then next up, we have Ho-Oh in the lead with Dialga and Giratina. I think Dialga is a great safe swap. We do have, over the years, as seasons went by, we've been getting more and more answers to it. Excadrill's become popular, right? That's an answer to Dialga. Excuse me. So Dialga does have to watch out for some things like Metagross, like Excadrill. But still, really strong Pokemon. Of course, a great safe swap. Another team, we have Solgaleo with Double Dragon in the back. So, if you happen to have that Solgaleo, if you happen to get lucky enough, more power to you. But, the Kyurem and the Zekrom, two Dragon types. Of course, Dragon going to be weak to Charm or Fairy types, but you have the Fire Fang Solgaleo in the lead to handle that. And you can lure it out with, I would say, Kyurem, because even if they have a Togekiss in the back, you can still get off that Glacier, which is super effective towards Togekiss, right? Looking like a pretty strong team if you happen to have the Solgaleo. Next up, we have Zacian in the lead with Lugia as a safe swap, and then Groudon. So, it depends what moveset you want to go with. Do you want to go with Wild Charge or Play Rough? I personally like the Wild Charge Close Combat moveset, but which moveset do you like? Let me know in the comments down below. And Lugia, as I said, always a great safe swap, even if they have an answer to it. Like, even if they bring in Dialga, because Dialga's resisting the charge attacks, but Aeroblast still hits like a truck. Dragon Tail's a neutral. Still not that bad. And then the next team we have Excadrill in the lead with Dialga and Lugia. I think Dialga and Lugia, I think both of them make good save swaps. Lugia is probably the better save swap, but both of them pretty good. And then the final team is going to be Dialga in the lead with Giratina, Origin Form, and Mewtwo in the back. Mewtwo with Shield does really well. So if you have a Shield advantage with Mewtwo, you are looking really, really good. But anyway, let me know what you think of these teams. Let me know if you're playing in the Open Master League or the Master Premier Cup. Again, the Master Premier Cup, it's not the Classic version, so you still need level 50 Pokemon or close to level 50 Pokemon. And we'll talk about that league in a little bit. In the next video, I should say. But anyway, that's going to be it for this meta guide. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.